Hi guys, this is a quick introduction into how to create a project on Trimble Business Centre. You'll be given a number of files on a memory pen which you can transfer to your H drive or to another memory pen. We'll start off by starting a new project. So at the minute I have Trimble Business Centre open and also AutoCAD down here. So I'm going to choose to start a new project, and we're just going to start with a blank template here. So that's okay. Okay, so now it's brought up our Trimble Business Centre. We have a blank screen with no information on here as yet. So what we're going to do is import some data. So if we click import, and it can be quite slow depending on the computers, and we're going to navigate to a folder to select the information that we want. So I'm going to navigate to my H drive, and I'm going to choose our semester 3 2018 and import that. Do we want to view the import summary? Yes, we do. And you're going to save this and add it into your assignment. And the way we do that is we click the ellipsis and we open with Internet Explorer, and we file, save as, and we save that to our H drive then. When that's done, basically the import summary basically tells us some of the information about the project. Now it's very limited information, such as what coordinate system we may have used, and dates and stuff that we process the information. So we can X out of that, go back into Trimble Business Centre. You will see these green lines. These are what we call vector lines. So the green information is information that we have taken from a total station. If there was blue lines, that would have been taken from a GPS unit. So they're all green in this case, and they basically just outline the one instrument position and the various points taken off it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this filter manager is selected, and we're going to remove the total station vector lines. Okay, as so. Next, what we're going to do is process the feature code. So what we have here is just different points of information that we probably won't really understand. I can choose to go to survey and click just the green tree there, process feature codes, and you will select, basically you're selecting this job to process the feature codes. Hit process source, and there'll be an error message. Again, we'll navigate to where you've saved the information given, and you'll choose Coric SWC, open, OK, and just hit process source again. And yes, we want to view the feature processing report, which might take a second again. And what we can do then is we can export that in Word. And basically the feature code process report gives a breakdown of any features that were absent that didn't process correctly. So we're going to save these to our race drive again. And that's saved as a Word format. So you can use that, print that off to go into your assignment. Just X out of that then. What you will notice is it's plotted the trees, the curb lines, the fence, the building, various other features. So there's a couple of issues that we realize when we're out in sight, and there's a couple of issues here, such as the fence extends beyond the building line here. So we can scroll in to these points here, and we're going to use a feature. So we're going to go up here to Edit, click Trim/Extend, and we're going to trim one line to a bounding line. So the bounding line will be our edge definition. So in this case, our bounding line, if I click here, we're going to make it this building line, and the line to trim or extend will make the fence line. Again, we'll do the same here, use the building line and the line to trim or extend being this one. We can hit apply and close for that there. Now what that has left us with is these 2 points here, which basically are two heights now, that they're not essentially fence points anymore. So we can draw a box around them, right click and delete, because we don't really need them anymore. Next, what we want to do is tidy up our contours. So our contour lines didn't extend to meet our curves. So we can use the same command, but this time we're going to extend. So we're going to choose extend, a bounding line of your curb line, and the line to extend being that was the top of the bank. We can use the same curb line and extend here as well. If we scroll over to the other side, we can do that as well, because we're governed by the information we received around the tree. So we're going to use the curb line, and we're going to extend this line. Oh, sorry. I'm going to extend to here. I'm going to extend this to meet it. It says it already intersects the bounding line, so we're just going to check this again. Okay, and finally what we're going to do is we're going to extend this line to meet this line. Create an edge of curb. Might have to go the other way, so we'll choose this one and extend it to this one, like so. Right. And finally we're going to use this line as the bounding line for this line. So basically that should be that all connected up now. Next is this area over here, which we couldn't get at because of the tree, and we didn't want to move the total station. So again, we're going to use trim or extend, and we're going to extend the bounding line, this time being this line, the curb line, and the line to trim or extend being this one. It's saying there's no intersection to extend to, so we might need to do it vice versa. So we're going to use this one as the bounding line, and this line as the extension line, and then use that vice versa, there to there, and that has connected those. So we're going to close that there. The next issue we have is the trunk of the tree is actually bigger than the actual tree. So we can choose the trunk, which selects the whole tree, right click and go to properties, And over on the right hand side, we're going to change the girth down to 1.5, and the rest of the features will stay the same, and basically that gives a much better representation of what the tree should look like. Do the same with this one. And that's both the trees corrected. Finally, we had an issue with some of the manholes. There's 3 manholes here, one here, and one here. Now what the issue was regarding the feature code. So we're going to choose these 3 manholes, right click, and we're going to go to the properties. The feature we gave them, I'm not sure whether it was manhole or inspection chamber, but if we choose manhole square and hit close, that will draw the feature in. So we'll do that for each of those. So that should be a realistic image of what our actual survey looked like, including the lampposts, which aren't scaled at the minute, but we can do that later on in AutoCAD. So there we have our top graphical survey. So that's that complete.